Welcome back to 5-Minute Modding, everyone. Today we're going to be covering the Sith Triumvirate team, which is still a very good team in the game. It may have fallen from grace a little bit, but they still have a lot of uses, mainly in TB and Grand Arena. In this video I'm going to be covering the way to mod them for general use. Without any further delay, let's get started. So starting up we have Treya, the team's leader, who you're going to want to mod with a speed set and a health set. For primaries you're going to want health on the circle, cross and triangle. As for the arrow, you're going to want speed, or if you can easily meet the speed goal, go for crit avoidance, as this would pair well with her lead, which already grants 40% critical avoidance to Sith. The health also benefits her a lot, as she gains a lot of bonus protection, which is calculated directly from health. For secondaries, your main priority on her is going to be speed, with a minimum speed goal of plus 90 from mods. If this can be reached without a speed set, you could consider health or defense sets on her too, which would increase her tankiness. Outside of that, look for additional health and defense on the secondaries. I'd like to say quickly, this is not modded in a way focused on fighting Jedi Knight Revan, and if you're aiming to do so, you'd best be modding her fully with defense, tenacity and CA, but she's not really used for that much anymore, so I went for a more general analysis. Up next we have Sion, who you're going to want to mod with a mix of health and defense sets, with my personal recommendation of going for the sets that give the best secondaries. For his primaries, you're going to want to go for protection on the circle, cross and triangle, and speed on the arrow. My reasoning for this is due to the protection regen he gains from his third ability, although you're more than welcome to run 6C health primaries if you like. For his secondaries, you're going to want to focus mainly on speed with a minimum speed goal of plus 100 from mods. You do want him to be fast so he can get his pain out on the field at a reasonable rate. Next up we have Nyla, so you're going to want to mod with a speed set and a health set. For primaries, you're going to want health on the circle, cross and triangle, and speed on the arrow. Health and speed are needed because you're only trying to speed up his Annihilate and stack his health to the point where killing him is next to impossible for a lot of teams. This is due to his unique, which grants him 30% max health whenever Treya or Sion receive a debuff. Coming in next we have Thrawn, who you're going to want to mod with a speed set and whatever two mods have the best speed secondaries, but a health set would be ideal for the second set if possible without losing any speed. For primaries you're going to be looking for whatever has the most speed, but if possible, go for protection on the circle, cross and triangle, with speed on the arrow. However, be sure to give up ideal sets and primaries for the best speed boost. And as you've probably guessed from this by now, for secondaries you're going to want to focus purely on speed. Literally nothing else matters on him. Aim for a minimum of 125 speed from mods, but go higher if you can. And finally for our fifth, I'm going to talk about Sith Empire Trooper. I don't run him with my Darth Revan team, so he's the ideal fit for this spot. If this is a problem, then you can use Dooku or Sith Assassin. So for him, you're going to want to run a mix of health and defense sets on him. It's really down to personal preference, as both do really well. In terms of primaries, you're going to want protection on the circle, protection or defense on the cross and triangle, and crit avoidance on the arrow. Between protection or defense primaries, it's really up to you. I've tested both and they both work really well. I do slightly prefer defense though, because it goes well with the 100% defense he gets from his unique. But overall, I think a mix between the two works best. For his secondaries, you're only going to be looking for protection, health and defense. You don't really need any speed on him because his taunt is mostly triggered by effects outside of his turn, which means you don't really need to worry about him keeping up with the rest of the team. And that's all for today, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed the video and learned some tips on how to mod your Sith Triumvirate team. I must admit I found it a little hard to advise modding on this team, as there's a lot of ways to mod them which work best for certain situations. However, I've done my best to show the most universal way to mod them, focused mainly on TB and Grand Arena, which is what the team is mostly used for now. Next time on 5-Minute Modding, we're going to be covering the Padme team, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, join my Discord server, and share the video with your friends. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you all very soon.